hive cluster is under attack.
For the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Remastered. Today it's going to be Leta and Terror here on Polypoid. It's an RJB replay. Had a subscriber request a Terror replay. Got a couple of them. He is still active, and I don't remember who you are, but if you're watching this, you're welcome. Bottom right, going to be a purple Zerg player. It is Terror, and in the bottom left, it's going to be Leta. All right, man, so Leta's best matchup is TVZ. He has a 57% win rate in TVZ, which is pretty awesome. So let's see if he can take down Terror here today, because, man, Terror is so good. So good, especially at TVZ. So, I didn't look up the win rate for Terror in TVZ. So hang on a second. I think we can do that, right? So the request came during a live stream on Sunday. And it just came in on the everybody making comments, and everything was kind of hectic, and I don't remember your name, but again, if you're watching this, you're welcome for your Terror game, and thank RJB as well, because he sent this to me last year, and I've been hanging on to it for a situation just like this. Let's see. Oh, so Terror does not have his matchup percentages on his Wikipedia page. What the heck, man? Lame. All right. Well, I don't know. He's really good, I suppose, is the entire point. Let's see what we're doing here. We are going to go ahead and throw down a wall with a barracks and a supply depot on the low ground here. We're hatch firsting. Is our dude Terror up the right side. And yeah, Terror is known for his antics. Right, he does weird stuff. He actually got banned by Africa for simulating lewd acts with a office chair back in 2012. He got banned again. He held a ramen eating competition with two teenagers that was deemed to be child endangering due to the spiciness of the ramen. He's a character. Terror is. Let's just say that. Let's just say that about him. Extractor pool. Hard walled here. Really? Wow. Hard wall at the frontier from Leta. Just really worried about early Terror Zergling pressure, which I'd beat, man. If I was playing against Terror and I was a Terran, I would do this too. Without a doubt. Oh, hold on. A Marine got through there. Marines are skinnier than drones are. Interesting. So pool gonna finish up here pretty soon. I mean, SCV on the scout finally gets in to see where Terror is. That's another thing. I want to get out there and find out where our man is. And he's here, and not, you know, didn't go for super early gas, super fast lair or anything crazy like that. Didn't go for a 3 hatch before pool, which would be interesting to see too. But yeah, so far, hit that like button if you're enjoying this, y'all. What a great game for your Saturday. And yeah, I'm posting on Fridays in October as well. Did get a nice $100 donation on PayPal from Michael. And he requested more often casting. And I was like, you know what? I can cast on Friday. That seems like a fair deal. So I'm posting a game every Friday this month. Extra StarCraft for y'all. Hope you enjoy it. And I'm still looking for a job. I don't know, man. Maybe I should try to give it a go at full-time streaming and see if I can support my family that way. But, if it was just me and I didn't have kids and I didn't have child support that I was paying because of the divorce, then I would be much more likely to make a go of it. Just dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch all day pretty much and trying to see how that can work out for us. But right now, I don't know. I've got too much relying on me, folks. Metabolic boost on the way. We already saw the lair. Academy coming in here too from our guy. And yeah, go see Transformers 1. It's really good. It is not doing well at the box office, and I really think that Michael Bay did just untold damage to the Transformers brand, and everyone's just like, Transformers is dumb. It doesn't have any heart. We don't care about the characters. That's because those are Michael Bay films. This is not Michael Bay. He did not direct this one. It's good. It's got good character. And I don't usually care about the voice acting in an animated film, especially when it's people like who's in here? The names are escaping me right now, but it's Thor. Not Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is voice acting in here, and Brian Tyree Henry's voice acting in here. I love that guy. He's very fun. He's a great actor, like a really great, all-time great actor. He's young, but he's got a lot to going for him. But yeah, great stuff. Okay, lings. Oh, they can fit through there. What? Oh, no, drones. Maybe drones couldn't? Oh, this is so annoying. Ah, slip it in, Terror, killing a Marine and an SCV, but now they're needed back home. Although, a Sunken is coming up. It's a weird timing for this attack. But you know what? I think Terror's holding here. Yeah, he stims. He chases these lings away. More Marines are going to hold the wall there. It was a full breach. But it's only by 4 Zerglings, and they're not going to do a whole lot against a Terran. If it was a Protoss... Oh, gosh. Do not... Medics, why are you so slow? Because they don't have stim. It's not their fault. They're not given the combat drugs. 7 mutas on the way. What else was this going to be other than a lot of mutas, right? Come on. Come on. What else was this game going to be for us today? We are working on a +1 attack. Turrets are coming up at the right time from Leta. Doing all things correct here. Both players are still active on the StarCraft scene in 2024. So if you're enjoying this one, I'll see if I can dig out some more Leta games. Maybe some more Terror games. Because I don't have like a huge bulk of Terror games. But RJB is the man. He can do anything. If someone's playing... If someone's active on the scene, he can probably dig out some replays for him. All right, mutas are in. They're in the house. Get them. Good turret placement. Good Marine placement. Get out of here, Mutalisks. Nobody likes you. No Terran is a fan of Mutalisks. Maybe some are who don't know any better, but... Right, so factory starport into science facility, into science vessels. We got a armory on the way for further upgrades too. Floating the racks indicates we're not going into Goliath or anything anytime soon. Don't have to do it. Do not have to do it at all. Third base coming up top right on the high ground. Although the current meta maybe is more shifting towards taking your third base on a map like this on the low ground top right spawn. There are arguments about this back and forth. I kind of like that you can just put 2 lurkers at the top of this ramp and to defend against infinite Marines. But putting your hatchet down here, if you can hold this, then you get a free base, which is also nice. So there are trade-offs both ways. And I think as players get better and better at this one, we'll see more and more people taking that low ground first. But again, this is a 2023 replay. So the meta, it changes. It changes over time. Hydralisk Den is done. Evolution Chamber on the way. Valkyries. Okay, so the armory is for Valkyries too. Nice. Lurker Aspect getting fired up immediately. A fire attack upgrade is finishing here. But it's not. I mean, it's not even a full stack of mutas. It's not even the full 11. Okay, it's 10. I mean, I'm being pedantic here. But it's not even the full stack of 11 mutas. Man, it's tough when you invest into a certain strategy, like +1 mutas. Then your enemy gets Valkyries, and you're like, ah, man. Like, I did that recently in a game today. I made lurkers. The enemy had, like, 2 battle cruisers, and I was like, ah, yes, of course. The answer to the lurker. Anything that flies. Really, really frustrating when you put all that time and effort into something, and your enemy just completely counters it. Not that Valkyries are a complete counter to mutas. We've seen players screw up Valkyrie micro before, and then the mutas are fine. But even in the case of a screw up with the Valkyrie micro, the mutas still take a ton of damage. As long as the Valkyrie is firing, the mutas are going to have a rough go of it. Yeah, the Scourge are trying to get a connection onto this Valkyrie. Oh, good. Man, Valkyrie micro there. Just knows exactly how far to stay away. Stay away. Before things go bad. The Scourge really want that Valkyrie. They're like, hey, shoot us instead of the mutas. Couple hits, just a couple rocket hits. We can see the general unhealthy state of these mutas now. Yeah, really intended to kill stuff like mutas, not so much to kill overlords, but hey, if you can hit something and do damage to it, you can kill it in StarCraft. Even if you're not a good answer to the thing. Like Wraiths versus, I don't know, siege tanks or something. Very little damage done by a Wraith to a siege tank, especially if the tank has any armor, which they usually do. But, hey, if you can do damage to it, you can kill it. Lurkers are up. I don't know where these medics were going, but you maybe could have used a good snipe on a couple of those lurkers. And then the mutas dive in too. A bunch of them die. Yikes. Where'd our Valkyrie go? She's alive. Valkyrie is prepared and here to defend against the Mutalisk. This is such a touchy situation. You got Marine Medic, Science Vessel, Valkyrie against Lurker, Scourge, Mutalisk. Nobody can really just dive bomb on the other army or they're gonna die. And that's really the... Okay, Valkyrie, run! Okay, got some good hits. Good irradiate. Are all the mutas dead? Oh my gosh, no. He did split. Okay, yes, all the mutas are dead. Leta! TVZ, 57% win rate, according to Liquipedia. Let's go. Oh, another Valkyrie comes in and snipes the remaining Mutalisk. Wait, was that the same Muta? Or same Valkyrie? The same Valkyrie. Ah, look at her go. Killing Overlord, trying to supply block Terror. Close, but no cigar on that one. But fourth base is coming in. Radiate's getting tossed down. Terror's okay. I mean, losing your entire Mutaflock like that is really bad. And having to rely entirely on lurkers for the next little bit here, especially before your Defiler round is done, is dicey. It's a dicey scenario. Nidus Canal, yes. Gotta be able to reinforce to either base, wherever the Terran decides to move. Lurker trap, lurker trap. Scan for the lurkers, please. Scan for the lurkers. That's a weird place to put them. Oh, Science Vessel says, we don't need to scan for lurkers. We see you. Okay, stop fighting. Okay. I don't. What? Why? Why did you? Okay. Science Vessel dies. Everybody dies. That was a terrible decision out of Leta. Why would you do that? You had a Science Vessel. You saw how many lurkers were there. You did not have the required Marines to do that, sir. God, a bit of a brain fart from our guy, huh? Oh, Hero Valkyrie dead thanks to a million Scourge. Aww. Tragically. Man. Ultralisk Cavern coming in. Okay, good answer to this SK Terran stuff. SK Terran stuff of the day. Whoa, drops! Drop, drop, drop. Good drop, good drop. Sniping the Nidus. Lurkers come in and try to deal with this. Man, why is it I always feel like a player's not doing crazy well and then they do a drop and I'm like, all right, they've figured it out, folks. They're trying to take down this hatchery. They do have stim and +1 attack. And he got it. He got the hatch. Everybody's dead, buddy. He got the hatch. Woo! Humongous. 3 basing Terran, 3 basing Zerg, Nidus gone. Reinforcements cannot teleport across the map anymore. Can't do it, folks. Not looking good. Okay, Terror's in trouble. Leta, like I said, good. That was a bad engagement by him over here, but he's learned from his mistakes, maybe. I was going to radiate those lurkers, which... Like, yeah, busting in there with Marines will lose a couple Marines, but it is so much faster, although these guys are previously injured, so he's not even going to follow up with that. Dude, this is a really right position for attacking. I'm just going to say that right now. There's a lurker here. Well, now there's Consume, and now there's going to be Plague. Okay, all right. Well, there was a tiny, tiny window there where that would have worked out, but there's no way for Leta to know that unless he did a scan or something. Spore at the front, replacing the 4th base is Terror. And yeah, hey, check me out on Instagram and TikTok. I'm out there now too. Just at /Falcon Paladin. Just search me out there. You'll find me. Just little clips, little previews of what my casts look like. If you just want a little bit of StarCraft on your social media feed, you know where to go. Falcon Paladin. I'm posting out there every single day, pretty much. At least 6 times a week. Okay, so nothing crazy here from Leta, right? He's going to continue down this path. He has chosen his road, and he shall tread upon it with bravery and 4 bases. And upgrades, right? He's got +2 attack for his Marines. He's working on +2 armor. But it's going to come down to positioning now, right? There's going to be Dark Swarms. You need to get out. You need to try to pre-dodge plagues, if at all possible. Like, you can't just be the dudes anymore out here. Man, another drop would be good. I'd really love another drop. So there's a scan by Leta. Says, yep, top right base does exist. Good. He retook that. he hadn't, I'd probably win this game, so that's good. Oh, the plague. Oh, the plague. Oh. Oh, and a Dark Swarm on the follow-up. Leta, run! Leta, get out of there. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Run, fly faster, you fools. Oh, well, I don't want to call it GG, but that kind of feels like a GG, guys. Just got to toss that out there. Ugh. Okay. Well, you lost all your science vessels. You got the 2 that you just recently made. They were spared because they weren't out on the battlefield. Ugh. Man, I would just GG after that point. I just lost like 6 science vessels for nothing. I mean, Scourge aren't free, but come on. Come on. Did see the Ultralisk Cavern, but haven't seen any Ultralisks yet. But the production tab says we have 6 of them cooking inside their eggs. Okay, a bunch of Adrenalings with +1 attack and +2 armor. We're going to try to jump on this base. The Fire Bats are here, though. Okay, that is the one thing you change, though, is the Fire Bats. Yeah, hey, her Dark Swarm isn't as good anymore, is it, Defiler? Fire Bats. That's right. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, if you're struggling against Zerg late game, and they're going this, like, Ling Ultra stuff on ya. Okay, so the Ultras are really good against Fire Bats. Don't go mass Fire Bat, but definitely incorporate some Fire Bats into your comp. 154 to 136 supply. Leta's up. Leta's on 4 bases. He's been here for a minute. And the... Oh, hang on. Ultra's right on top of your siege tanks. The minimum attack range coming into play here. These Ultras are not dying, folks. That's because they do have the 5 armor. They're working on 6. Marines trying to focus these suckers down. There's not any Dark Swarm here, so this is easier. But, man, Ultras are tanky, boys. Especially with the upgrades. Attacking on the other side here. There's them Dark Swarm protecting those Ultralisks. And this guy is going to die, but only after racking up 7, 8, 9 kills on that Ultralisk. That is some hefty stuff. Drop! Top right. Leta gets a drop off on the top right here. There is a Lurker defending this base. And like a couple Lings, but they're dead now. Ultras on the counterattack. Very dangerous stuff. Nidus. Are these guys just hatched? The Lurker repositioned. I think those Ultras just popped out of those eggs. Are you kidding me? Wow! Hang on, hang on. Ultra, burning, 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 burning. +3 attack on these Marines. Okay, Ultra down. Drones dying. Scourge dying. Scan and kill that one Lurker. You got this. Nope, more Lings are coming in to try to shut this thing down, and shut it down they will, thanks to their Adrenal upgrade. And that was great, though. That was really good. 63 to 55 workers. The Terran is up big time. Science Vessel's down at the south of the base. Double Engineering Bay not needed anymore because he already has a +3 attack on the infantry. He's making more and more racks. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 racks here with a couple factories for adding in tanks, just maybe for the Ultralisks. Maybe if it's going to be Hydras. Smaller numbers of tanks are better against Hydras than Ultras for obvious reasons, as we saw there. But if you want to go mech and have 100 siege tanks, then yeah, the Ultras are going to have a bad time. 5th base right side from Terror coming up. Looking good. This is a great TVZ. It really is. Like, I know sometimes I pull up a TVZ and I'm like, oh good, a 2-base Muta opening. And I'm a little bit bored with it, but then this stuff happens. Fire Bats doing their best against an Ultralisk with their Marine buddies. Ah, the power of friendship right there. And it's just so much fun. Always brings a smile to my face. I hope it brings a smile to your face too. Because, well, it's StarCraft, and StarCraft is forever. That's my rationale. 150 to 139 supply. Terran is up. Not really where the Zerg wants to see it. Okay. Radiating the Ultralisks. Doing damage to other Ultralisks that they're nearby. Just going to stim and run. Okay, Plague on a couple of those Science Vessels. This guy has taken more damage from his buddy, the Ultralisk, than anything else so far. Split him off. There we go. Splits him off. More Fire Bats. He is doing more tanks, though. Oh, more drops. Dude, Leta, you madman. It is a Dark Swarm, but some of these drones are not inside. Oh, there we go. They are inside Dark Swarm, everybody. These guys are just trying to snipe down a Spire by themselves. And, okay, they're actually cross whatever. Big attack into the 4th base of Leta. They're crossing the beams is what I'm trying to say there. They get wiped out. These guys get wiped out. This entire base dies. I don't know if that drop was enough to offset the death of your 4th base, Leta. Gotta either save it or go kill a base yourself. And it looks like he's very interested in killing a base himself. There is nothing defending this thing. Okay, now defenses have arrived. Irradiate the Defiler. Irradiate. There we go. Defiler irradiated. Dark Swarms now, folks. No, maybe not. Defiler doesn't get a cast off before it dies from irradiate. That's huge. That base is open. But I don't know. He wants to head down to the south instead. Leta. All right. Actually kind of winning here. Irradiating the Ultras. They're not getting that biological damage on top of their enemies. They're doing it to themselves. Push this base. Push it. I know you can. Dropship is empty. Except for one man. This base is not back. He hasn't cleared that out. I don't know if you accomplished enough on your little push out here, Leta. Leta. You either need to retake this base or kill something. This is a lot of drones at this base. Irradiating this clump would be like irradiating in a fastest map. That would be something to behold. Ooh, and Terror's taking the 12 o'clock base here too. God. Man, speaking of fastest map, be sure to check out our guy, RJB, at youtube.com/RJB_TV. He's the one who provides these replays. He's an awesome dude. So yeah, it is 62 workers for Terror, but like 12 of them are on a mineral patch down here. That's not effective use of your drones. This needs to be saturated more. This could use more saturation too. He has the base count for the worker count he's got. 65 workers. We're at the magic number here, but look at the the tank count. You didn't need to siege up there, guys. Really did not need to siege up right there. Okay, Plague, Irradiate. Nothing good for anyone here. Both Zerg and Terran fans are not happy about that last 10 seconds. Okay, you can't siege in the middle. You need to, honestly, unsiege a move, siege up here, have a good day. I think Leta has this. I don't want to call it now. But, okay, yep, remember how this was undefended? It's still undefended. Then you tank it up, threaten this base, prevent reinforcements from coming from that base. Dude, it is so many more tanks, I think. Way more tanks than Terror was expecting. This is crazy. Okay, good play on the position, but you always have to be able to finish off the position, right? 171 to 141 supply. Leta still has not retaken his 4th base, even though I kind of feel like he totally could. This is a fully almost fully upgraded, fully armored Ultralisk. Where are these guys going? Bye, Mr. Ultralisk. Thanks for continuing to deny our 4th base. We have better stuff to do. Ultra gets, dragged out of the Dark Swarm, but then the tanks are like splash damage, baby. This hatch does not die. Looks like an Ultras came in and wiped that thing out, so it saved the hatch. Nope, hatches have died here from Terror. He's making more Lings and more Ultras, but I'm not sure that's the tech he needs. He's evacuated all drones from his 4th base. His 5th base is still kind of mining, and he still has all these drones down here doing nothing. I think that's a huge mistake from Terror. Mutalisk created, did snipe out a couple, looks like he did. Nope, he has not killed anything. He was intended to kill science vessels, did not happen. A Muta tech switch against all these tanks might not be too terrible. Oh, they ran all the way up here. Oh, and he did finally retake his 4th base. Leta, he's killing bases. He's retaking his bases. This is the menu. This is the recipe. Look at that Ultralisk, not even getting close enough to get a hit off before it dies. That's GG. That is GG. The 65 worker count is a dream. It's now 52. These drones aren't even mining, so it was never real anyway. Hatch. Maybe could take one more hit. There we go. And it's dead. This hatch is still alive somehow. This hatch is dead. We're killing larva. Leta, you absolute monster. I thought for sure when he lost all those science vessels and he never retook his 4th base that he was going to lose this game, but then instead he was awesome. Holy Hannah. He went into a lot of tanks. And it helps. It helps against both Hydras and if your opponent's going Ling Ultra to have a lot of siege tanks. I don't know why more Terran players don't do this, but it's a little bit tricky. Oh, good Dark Swarm. Amazing Dark Swarm and Plague. Terror is fighting. Another base goes down. Another base dies for our Lord and Savior Terror here. Terror, I think, might just be done. 160 to 97 supply. Terrans everywhere are like, yes. Yes, this is how we do it. Siege tanks are my favorite unit, and that's it. Terror taps out, and Leta gets the win in 25 minutes and 14 seconds. What a fantastic showing. Like, what an absolutely fantastic showing there from Leta. And again, man has a 57% win rate in this matchup for a reason. It's because he's good at the matchup. Yeah, more Leta, I think. We got to get this guy on the channel more often. If he can take down a monster like Terror. And it was the tanks. It really was. It was just the siege tanks there, right? These factories worked hard. He's got a third fact down here too, which I don't think I mentioned, but he totally had the whole time. And then, yeah, just more and more tanks, giving them +1 attack. Man, it feels so good as a Terran when an Ultra is coming to kill you and you can wipe it out before it reaches melee range. Because when you're going SK Terran, that's hard. It's hard to do enough damage to an Ultralisk with Marines before it jumps on your face to kill it. It's probably going to get a few swipes off, right? But man, the tank damage, gojo, 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 Ultra down before you even have to take a tusk to the face at all. Siege tanks, good. So yeah, it was dicey there. It was very dicey for Leta. If he didn't retake this base, it would have been harder for him to take these bases down. But he did both. He ended up doing both simultaneously. Again, Terra's mistake of having like 15 drones down here on one mineral patch was a major problem. It really prevented him from making as many units as he wanted. But with what he had, he did really well. The Dark Swarms and the Plagues were fantastic. What else do we expect from Terror? And that is a GG. So let's check out that final score, man. Hit the like button if you haven't already. We've got 186,000 points for Terror, 195 from Leta. Outproducing the Terran player 6-4, but getting outkilled by almost 2-1. Siege tanks getting a lot of the work there for sure. And then end of the day, Terror outspending the Terran player. Leta by about 9,000 resources plus in 25 minutes, which just wasn't quite enough. The siege tanks were too cost efficient. If this was an SK Terran game without any siege tanks, it probably would have been enough. That's what's really sneaky about this. So GG. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.